The lights in my new office were way too bright. I still had not figured out which switch dimmed the front room, or which one controlled the back.
Such a small thing.
But when you're standing alone in your own business for the first time, little things hit different. It was 9 o'clock at night. I was folding up extra chairs by myself. That was how opening night ended. Not with hugs. Not with family. Just me, bright lights, and a room I had spent 6 years trying to build. No loans. No investors. No big speech to anyone. Just years of slow choices. The trips I skipped. The car I kept 3 years too long. The nights I worked a second job, so the savings would grow faster. That was the real story. And I had invited everyone. My parents. My brother, Ethan. A few cousins. I sent the invite 3 weeks early. Then I sent a reminder again that same week. Not one of them came. I did not find out why until later. Not from a call. Not from an apology. From a group text I was not even in. A photo my cousin Rachel posted. It was from Ethan's housewarming party. Same night. Same time. Music. Drinks. A backyard glowing with string lights. And every single person I had invited was standing there smiling in that picture. I just stared at it. Then I locked my phone. I did not call anyone. I did not text. I just kept folding chairs, wiping down the counter, turning off lights I still did not even know by name. Around 10 o'clock, my phone lit up. It was my mom, Linda. One text. We need to talk about profits. Your brother says he deserves a cut. I read it twice. Then a third time. I kept waiting for the rest. Maybe something about missing the opening. Maybe a sorry. Maybe even a how did it go? Nothing. Just profits. Just Ethan. Just his opinion about money from a business he did not build.
I sat there for a long time.
Not angry.
Not yet.
Honestly, I was confused. I wanted to understand the logic before I answered. So I texted back. A cut of what, exactly? Then I added one more line. What did he contribute? The reply took almost 20 minutes. That delay told me plenty before I even opened it. Then her answer came in. He's always believed in you. He talks about your business to everyone. He thinks that counts for something. I looked at that phrase. Believed in you. I kept turning it over in my head. What did that even mean? Then I thought back. There had been one dinner almost 2 years earlier. One conversation. Ethan had said, sounds like a solid idea. That was it. That was the full investment. No money. No work. No late nights helping me build the website. No time spent helping me find inventory. No showing up when things were hard. Just one nice sentence. And now, somehow, that sentence had turned into ownership. I did not answer right away. I finished closing up. I drove home. And I let it sit overnight. I did not want my answer coming from frustration. I wanted it to come from clarity. The next morning, I called my mom instead of texting. When she picked up, I kept my voice calm. I want to understand something, I said. She was quiet. Then she said, okay. I took a breath. When you say he believed in me, what does that mean in terms of what he actually did? She paused. Then she said, he's your brother. He's always rooted for you. I stared out the window. Then I said it plain. Rooting for someone isn't the same as building something with them. She did not answer. So I kept going. I didn't ask anyone for money. Still silence. I didn't ask anyone to work for free. Nothing. I spent 6 years making sure this business did not depend on anyone else showing up. My voice stayed steady. Then I said the part that had been sitting in my chest all night. And last night, when it mattered, no one did. The line went so quiet, I almost thought the call had dropped. Then she finally spoke. We just assumed you'd want to include him. I frowned. Why? Because that's what we do in this family, she said. We share. I let those words hang there. Then I answered. Sharing usually means someone gave something first. I was not trying to be cruel. I was trying to separate two things my family had mixed together for years. Love and entitlement. We had acted like they were the same thing for so long, nobody noticed the difference anymore. I had always been the easy one. The child who did not ask for much. So everyone got used to the idea that I would not mind giving more either. I swallowed and softened my tone. I love Ethan, I said. And I'll celebrate real wins with him the way I always have. Then I stopped. Because the next part mattered. But this business is not a family fund. I said it slowly. It is 6 years of my choices. 6 years of work. And it stays mine. She did not argue. Not once. Just silence. But it felt different this time. Not cold. Not defensive. Almost thoughtful. Like somewhere in that pause, she could finally see it too. How convenience had been dressed up as closeness. How absence had been excused for years just because it was easier that way. A few days later, Ethan texted me. His message was shorter and quieter than I expected. No talk about profits. No mention of what Mom had said. Just this. Hope the opening went well. Sorry I missed it. I looked at the screen for a while. Then I typed back. It went fine. And it had. Not because the room was packed. Not because my family showed up. But because I had finally said something I should have said a long time ago.
Clearly.
Honestly. Without guilt. I had finally named what I built. And who it belonged to. Some boundaries do not arrive with yelling. They do not come with slammed doors. Sometimes they show up quietly. In one honest sentence. One you should have said years ago.